Much better. Okay? Still a few red notes in there. You know, we're having a little bit of trouble coming in right on 3 and. So then I might say, okay, would everyone, let's stand and do it. Let's make sure we're tapping our foot. Whatever I can do to help them. I used that middle and high school for what I called Focus 5. First 5 minutes of the rehearsal might have been rhythm of the day. The students knew when they came in the rehearsal room, instead of yapping to their friends, they were to study the rhythm of the day. I knew it was embedded in a piece we were going to perform. But their job was to prepare it. 7th graders loved section wars. And the carrot to section wars is the winning section gets to pack up their instruments 1 minute before everyone else. If 7th grade band is right before lunch, they want to get to the door first, because then they're first in line. High school kids wanted no part of that. They wanted, if I had high school band last hour of the day, they got to the parking lot before everyone else did. Okay? Whatever motivates the students is fine with me. Okay? I still might have an individual that says, I don't even want my section score. I want to do it by myself. Okay, Alex, you get to do it by yourself. She claps through it, maybe gets 94. Who's going to beat Alex today? You know there's going to be a hotshot percussionist in the back. I'm all over it, buddy. You know, I can beat that. Come up and do it. And all of a sudden you turn that into really friendly, positive competition. Don't let it become, I beat you. But which section? Which section really has a grasp on rhythm? Okay, now every day wasn't rhythm of the day. Some days it might have been scale of the day. So I go back and I get a scale. And again, there are hundreds and hundreds of these. Okay? We open them up. We can get whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note, 16th note, 1 octave, 2 octave, whatever you might want. Again, up here. Okay? They're all the major ones. All kinds of different major scales. Minor scales, natural, harmonic, melodic, chromatic, whole tone. Whatever kind of scale you might want them to do. Okay? So let's take quarter notes. Let's keep it on major scales. Quarter notes 1 octave down. Okay? Notice up here it says treble voice. Okay? That's where I can go get just about any instrument I want. I'm not stuck to one. Okay? So if you have, your trumpet section all has C trumpets. I hope that never happens. Okay? But there they are. Or you're going to a school that's so old that they really do have E-flat horns laying around. Okay, so they've tried to include a little bit of everything, all the string instruments, including guitar, and guitar classes are becoming the rage in this country. Okay, I think 32 Iowa high schools have added guitar class just this fall. And I'm super excited about that. Okay, I don't care what we teach, but let's keep music firmly entrenched in the curriculum. So if it's guitar, good for you. Become a guitar teacher. Okay, so any of those, but you know what, we're going to keep on treble voice for now. And, C major might be okay, but let's go to E major, because I can always switch that. And when I hit P on the keyboard, all right, so ladies, if you'd sing that E for me. And let's use, choir people, let's use solfege. Okay, no numbers. Okay, so choir people, if you're thinking about teaching solfege, please do. Okay, they'll give you 4 clicks this time, and just sing it down for me on solfege. Good enough. Our assessment will come up again. 6%. Obviously, we didn't sing loud enough. And the reason for that is I had the microphone hidden behind the piano. Okay? What I usually had is I took an extra long microphone and I hung it from the ceiling over the middle of my ensemble. Okay? But we certainly get the idea about doing that. Now, if the scale of the day for your orchestra is D major, and you're going down, how many of you are string players in here? Okay, so of the rest of you, not the string players, who knows how to play D on the violin? Good. 0, maybe 1. Smart Music knows them all. And all you have to do is take your mouse, drag it over the note where it becomes a hand, and click on it. Every instrument, piccolo through any of the mallet instruments. So if you don't know your fingerings, Smart Music does. And if there are alternates, okay, there would be, and I'll show you an alternate when I change it to clarinet. It'll give you the alternate fingerings, or at least the most common alternate fingerings. Okay, so things that we maybe don't know coming out of our 4 years of colleges with all our methods classes, Smart Music is going to help us with. Okay, also maybe you just didn't like, and I have a lot of students that tell me, I just don't like that piano accompaniment. Okay, well, let's see what else they have. Feature presentation. Okay, let's all sing that one. Okay, and so we've got a little bit different background. Okay? So again, if kids come to you and say, well, I didn't like playing that one because the accompaniment was stupid, have them change it. Okay? There are so many ways to make this program interactive that if a kid gets bored with it, I think it's their own fault, not yours. Yes?
Can you take the accompaniment out altogether?
Sure. I can just go up here to where it's in orange or yellow right now. If I click on it now, it's gone.
Can they take it out on the iPad?
Can they take it out on the iPad yet? I don't know if that feature is there yet. Smart Music did just come out on the iPad in May of this past spring. It was about 65% of the program. This fall they sent a release that was about 90% of the program. But as you know, technology just moves so fast that when they try to export from one format to the other, there are always going to be some glitches. I think that when they release Smart Music 2013B or whatever the next version might be called, they'll do that at Midwest, and the iPad version might have 95-96% of the full program. So it's just always an update. Nice thing about Smart Music is every update is free. You don't go in and say, okay, you had Smart Music 2011, you want Smart Music 2013. There's no additional cost. You just update your application. Okay, so scale of the day, rhythm of the day, things like that. Okay, let's take a look at something a little different. I'll go back to Find Music. And let's go to a method book. Okay, there are, like I said now, 59 method books on there. All interactive, all you can change them, change keys, change tempos, just about anything that you want to manipulate. Okay, and it's not just the band methods, as I'll call them for right now, but further down here you've got now, what is that, 15 string methods, jazz ensemble methods, vocal general. And I would think, being here at Luther, that you've seen this one. Okay, Mr. Noble has done a tremendous thing for us, and Smart Music said, yes, this is not just an instrumental program. Vocalists, it is for you as well. And I do have my favorite in this book, which is number 32, that I'm going to have you sing. Okay? Okay? So the first thing we're working on today, choir, is our W's. So often, I don't get the enunciation of the words that I need. We're singing some, God help us, we're not singing Lady Gaga. Okay? Good literature, but we're really having trouble with enunciation. So let's find one that really works on that. Now, what's going to scare the average choir when they look at that piece of music? 4/2. Absolutely. They're going to go, I've never seen 4/2. Okay, good point. I might have to explain that. Okay, I might say, let's count it then in 4/2. 1 and 2 E and 1 and 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and 2 E and a and 4. Okay? Now it does go a little bit faster than that. Okay? But I want you to sing that for me. Okay? So again, here's our pitch. great choir warm-up. Either octave is fine. Washington's white woolen underwear when Washington's washerwoman. Would you sit up straight, please? Sit up straight. This is posture in choir. You really need to use that cell phone.
Washington's white woolen underwear when Washington's washerwoman.
Back row. Pay attention, huh?
Washington's white woolen underwear when Washington's
Facebook's got to be shut off.
Washington's white woolen.
This is not the time to write your mother. Put your cell phone away. Can you sit up a little taller? Thank you.
Washington's white woolen underwear when Washington's washerwoman went west.
Where has your choir director been when you've done warm-ups?
Behind the piano.
Behind the piano. They're locked behind that piano. How can you possibly? I got the incredible fortune in my career. I think in 94, 95, I was still teaching 7 through 12 band. And our high school choir director, middle school choir director, she got pregnant. I couldn't believe it. Come on. And what did the administration say? Glenn, we need you to teach 7th grade choir this next fall. Oh my God. I had never taught choir in my life. I sang in church choir. But you want me to take over 7th grade choir? I'm thinking warm-ups. Wow. I played piano back in college. I haven't touched the instrument very much since. And I have to do warm-ups. I knew they were important. And there I am locked behind the piano. I couldn't tell you what any of the back row boys did. I was never attentive to it. If I would have had this tool and said, okay, we're going to use warm-ups this way, then I'm doing just what I just did. I'm walking around the ensemble. And just my physical presence changes how students react. If I'm standing this close, there's no way she's reaching down for that cell phone. There's no way she's making a bad face at me. Okay? Whatever it might be. Right? They have to be actively engaged because I'm assessing them. I am formally assessing warm-ups, which I've never done before. So if I can unlock myself from behind this thing during warm-ups at least, I can go listen to the ensemble. Okay? It also gave a little bit, again, if I turn up the volume level on the microphone, it would give us more. And then, of course, if I wanted to do this by myself and put it on here, and now start doing it because the microphone is this close to me, it's going to pick up everything. Who washed Washington's white woolen underwear when Washington's washerwoman went west? Who washed Washington's white woolen underwear when Washington's washerwoman went west? Who washed? I hate this warm-up. Everything I just said or did is recorded. So when my teacher listens to me singing my own recording, sometimes my students have sent me hidden messages. Dr. Pohland, this sucks. Okay, well, that's nice. Do it anyway. Okay? And you can see that, okay, at least for line 1, I was close. Okay? Now, the beauty of smart music technology is that as educators, you can set up a grade book where everything a student does immediately gets dropped into your grade book. All they have to do is click the word submit. So how would I do that? You'll notice that, and I'm on my own educator subscription right now. There is the word assignment right there. Okay? When I click on that assignment, this box comes up. So I now want to say to my choir or whoever, I'll just say have fun. Okay? I'm going to make that worth 10 points. I'm also going to make the recording worth 5. I'm going to send them an email notification tomorrow that this is due on Tuesday. Then I hit schedule. What class do I want to send it to? You know what? They're going to love me. I'm going to send it to my wind ensemble back at Loris. Here are all my students in wind ensemble. You notice I always put in myself. I never want a student to say, I didn't get that assignment. If I get it, so do they. So I always enroll myself in my own classes. Okay? Now, if I would click done, yes, all of my